The shocking truth about menopause that no one talks about. Menopause is often seen as just another phase of life, a natural transition that every woman must go through. But what if I told you that over 75% of women experience severe menopause symptoms that disrupt their daily lives? From hot flashes and night sweats to brain fog and unexplained weight gain, menopause is anything but easy for most women. Yet, despite the widespread struggles, many women are left to navigate this journey alone, often feeling frustrated, exhausted, and confused. What makes menopause even more overwhelming is that it doesn't have a one-size-fits-all solution. Some women sail through with minimal discomfort, while others suffer for years with symptoms that seem impossible to manage. But what if I told you that I found a single, life-changing adjustment that completely transformed my menopause journey? One simple shift that made me feel like myself again. In this video, I'll share the one change that turned everything around for me, and how it could do the same for you. The hidden struggles of menopause that no one prepares you for. Menopause is something every woman knows is coming, yet few are truly prepared for the changes it brings. It's not just about periods stopping, it's a complete hormonal upheaval that affects every part of your body and mind. For me, it started subtly. First, there were the occasional night sweats, then the sudden mood swings that left me feeling like I was riding an emotional roller coaster. But soon, the symptoms became impossible to ignore. I remember one particular night that changed everything for me. I woke up drenched in sweat, my heart pounding as if I had just run a marathon. My mind was foggy, and my body felt weak, as if it had been drained of every ounce of energy. This became a nightly occurrence, leaving me exhausted and irritable during the day. I tried everything, herbal supplements, meditation, dietary changes, but nothing seemed to work. The worst part was the sense of losing control over my own body. I felt like a stranger to myself, constantly battling fatigue, irritability, and weight gain that no amount of exercise could fix. Conversations with friends made it clear that I wasn't alone. Millions of women worldwide were struggling just like me, searching for relief from symptoms that seemed to have no real solution. After months of frustration, I decided that something had to change. I refused to accept that menopause had to be this difficult. So, I set out on a journey to find one change, one fundamental shift, that would make all the difference. The challenges of menopause, why it feels like an endless battle. Menopause is not just a natural transition, it is a profound transformation that impacts a woman's body, emotions, and mind in ways that can feel overwhelming. The hormonal changes during this time disrupt multiple bodily systems, leading to a range of symptoms that are not just inconvenient but can feel life-altering. Many women describe it as losing control over their own bodies. One day, everything feels normal, and the next, they're experiencing unpredictable symptoms that interfere with daily life. Unlike a temporary illness or condition, menopause doesn't have a quick fix. It's an ongoing battle that requires constant adjustments, patience, and perseverance. Doctors may recommend hormone replacement therapy or lifestyle changes, but since every woman's experience is unique, finding an effective solution often involves trial and error. Hot flashes and night sweats, the uncontrollable heat waves. Hot flashes are one of the most well-known yet misunderstood symptoms of menopause. They come on suddenly, like a wave of heat rising from within, making the skin feel as if it's burning from the inside out. The sensation can be so intense that it disrupts conversations, meetings, or even sleep. Just as suddenly as the heat rises, it is followed by an extreme chill. This cycle of sweating and cooling can leave women feeling exhausted, drained, and constantly uncomfortable. Night sweats, the nighttime version of hot flashes, can be even more disruptive, soaking bed sheets and making restful sleep nearly impossible. For many women, hot flashes and night sweats can last for years, varying in intensity and frequency. This unpredictability adds to the frustration, making it difficult to plan for or manage daily activities. Mood swings and anxiety, an emotional roller coaster. One of the most challenging aspects of menopause is the emotional instability it brings. Mood swings can feel sudden and uncontrollable, making women feel like they are no longer in control of their emotions. A seemingly minor inconvenience can trigger frustration or tears, while anxiety can arise out of nowhere, making everyday tasks feel overwhelming. These mood swings are not just emotional reactions, they are driven by fluctuating hormone levels, particularly estrogen, which plays a crucial role in regulating mood and brain function. Many women report feeling depressed, irritable, or overly sensitive, sometimes without any clear reason. The emotional highs and lows can also strain relationships with family, friends, and colleagues, as others may not understand the internal struggle taking place. Brain fog and memory loss, when your mind feels cloudy. Many women in menopause experience brain fog, a frustrating symptom that makes it difficult to focus, remember things, or process information as quickly as before. It can feel like constantly walking into a room and forgetting why you're there or struggling to find the right words in conversation. This cognitive decline can be alarming, leading some women to fear they are developing early dementia. However, brain fog in menopause is often temporary, caused by the reduction of estrogen, which affects neurotransmitter activity in the brain. While it may not be permanent, it can significantly impact work performance, confidence, and daily decision-making. Weight gain and slowed metabolism, the stubborn belly fat. For many women, menopause brings a frustrating change in body composition. Weight gain, particularly around the abdomen, becomes harder to prevent or lose, even with a strict diet and regular exercise. This is due to hormonal shifts that alter how the body stores fat, making it easier to gain weight and harder to burn it off. Additionally, metabolism slows down during menopause, meaning the body burns fewer calories at rest than it used to. This means that even maintaining the same eating habits and physical activity levels from before menopause may no longer be enough to prevent weight gain. Beyond the cosmetic impact, this weight gain increases the risk of other health conditions, such as heart disease, diabetes, and joint pain. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about long-term health and well-being. Sleep disturbances, the exhaustion that never ends. Insomnia and restless sleep are among the most frustrating menopause symptoms. Even when a woman feels exhausted, her body refuses to rest. Some struggle to fall asleep, while others wake up multiple times throughout the night due to hot flashes, night sweats, or sudden anxiety. This chronic lack of rest leads to daytime fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and irritability. Over time, sleep deprivation can weaken the immune system, increase stress levels, and further disrupt hormonal balance, creating a vicious cycle that seems impossible to break. The one change that changed everything: balancing blood sugar. After months of trial and error, I stumbled upon the most overlooked but powerful change that transformed my menopause journey: balancing my blood sugar levels. At first, I didn't make the connection. I had always assumed that menopause symptoms were strictly caused by declining estrogen and progesterone. But after diving into research, I discovered that unstable blood sugar levels are one of the biggest triggers for menopause symptoms. Here's why: hormones don't work in isolation. The fluctuations in estrogen and progesterone directly impact insulin sensitivity, making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar. This imbalance leads to more intense hot flashes, increased fatigue and brain fog, more mood swings and anxiety, faster weight gain. By stabilizing my blood sugar levels, I was able to dramatically reduce these symptoms. And the best part, it didn't require any extreme diets or complicated routines, just a few simple adjustments to my daily habits. How I balanced my blood sugar and transformed my menopause experience. When I started experiencing the intense symptoms of menopause, hot flashes, mood swings, brain fog, and weight gain, I felt completely overwhelmed. No matter what I tried, my energy levels remained low, my cravings were uncontrollable, and my body felt like it was working against me. After months of frustration, I discovered that blood sugar regulation played a crucial role in managing menopause symptoms. Once I made simple yet powerful adjustments to my diet, exercise, and daily habits, everything changed. I no longer felt like I was at the mercy of unpredictable symptoms. Instead, I regained control over my body and mind. Here's exactly what worked for me. Prioritizing protein at every meal, the key to steady energy and fewer cravings. One of the biggest game changers was ensuring that every meal contained a good source of high-quality protein. Before, I often ate carb-heavy meals, which led to energy crashes and intense hunger soon after. Once I started prioritizing protein-rich foods like eggs, fish, lean meats, and beans, I noticed a significant improvement in how I felt. Protein helps slow the digestion of carbohydrates, preventing sudden blood sugar spikes and crashes that can leave you feeling tired and irritable. It also keeps you full for longer, which naturally reduces cravings for sugary snacks and processed foods. By making protein the foundation of my meals, I felt more satisfied, experienced fewer mood swings, and had a steadier supply of energy throughout the day. Eating more fiber-rich foods, a simple fix for blood sugar spikes and crashes. Before I focused on fiber, I experienced constant ups and downs in my energy and mood. One moment, I'd feel fine, and the next, I'd be completely drained, craving something sweet or carb-heavy. That's when I learned how important fiber is for stabilizing blood sugar. Fiber slows down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, preventing rapid spikes and crashes that contribute to fatigue, irritability, and brain fog. I started incorporating fiber-rich foods like chia seeds, leafy greens, lentils, and whole grains into my meals. Almost immediately, I noticed that I stayed full longer, had more sustained energy, and no longer felt the urge to snack constantly. Additionally, fiber plays a crucial role in gut health, which is closely linked to hormonal balance. A healthy gut supports better digestion, reduces inflammation, and improves overall well-being, something I desperately needed as I navigated menopause. Timing my carbs correctly, the secret to avoiding sugar crashes. I used to think that avoiding carbs altogether was the solution to my blood sugar problems, but that only left me feeling deprived and exhausted. Instead of cutting out carbs completely, I learned how to eat them in a way that kept my blood sugar stable. The biggest change was pairing carbohydrates with proteins and healthy fats. For example, instead of eating plain white bread or pasta, I made sure to add avocado, nuts, or lean proteins to the meal. This simple adjustment slowed down the absorption of sugar into my bloodstream, preventing the extreme highs and lows that made me feel sluggish and irritable. Additionally, I started eating most of my carbs earlier in the day when my body was more active and could use them for energy. At night, I focused on proteins, healthy fats, and vegetables to avoid blood sugar spikes that could interfere with sleep. Strength training and daily walks, improving insulin sensitivity and energy levels. I always thought that exercise just helped with weight management, but I discovered that it's also one of the most powerful tools for balancing blood sugar, especially during menopause. Regular movement improves insulin sensitivity, making it easier for the body to process sugar efficiently. I didn't have to do anything extreme. I started incorporating light strength training and walking 20 to 30 minutes a day. Strength training helped me maintain muscle mass, boosted my metabolism, and prevented excess fat storage, particularly around the belly. Walking helped regulate my blood sugar after meals, improved my mood, and reduced stress levels. Even on days when I didn't feel like exercising, I reminded myself that movement was medicine for my body. Within a few weeks, I noticed that my energy levels were higher, my metabolism felt more active, and my overall mood had improved. Reducing caffeine and sugar, the toughest but most impactful change. At first, the thought of giving up my morning coffee and sugary treats seemed impossible. But once I realized how much they were contributing to my menopause symptoms, I knew I had to make a change. Caffeine, while giving me a temporary energy boost, also caused blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, leaving me feeling even more tired than before. It also interfered with my sleep, making my night sweats and insomnia worse. I started gradually reducing my caffeine intake, replacing coffee with herbal teas like chamomile and peppermint. Within a few weeks, my anxiety levels decreased, my sleep improved, and I no longer relied on caffeine to get through the day. Cutting back on processed sugar was equally challenging, but it had an immediate effect on my mood, cravings, and overall health. I swapped out sugary snacks for natural alternatives like nuts, dark chocolate, and berries. By doing this, I stabilized my blood sugar, reduced inflammation in my body, and felt more in control of my eating habits. The moment I knew it was working. The transformation wasn't immediate, but within just a few weeks, I noticed huge improvements. The first thing I realized was that I was sleeping through the night, no more waking up drenched in sweat. My energy levels were stable throughout the day, and the brain fog that had plagued me for months had lifted. Then came the moment that truly shocked me. One day, I was in the middle of a conversation with a friend when I suddenly stopped and realized I felt normal again. The irritability, the exhaustion, the frustration that had defined my menopause experience for so long was gone. I felt like myself for the first time in months. Share your experience and learn more. Have you tried adjusting your diet to help with menopause symptoms? What worked for you? Share your experience in the comments below. Let's support each other through this journey. And if you want more practical tips for managing menopause, check out my next video, where I break down the best natural remedies for balancing hormones and feeling your best. See you there. Why this change can work for you too. I had spent months searching for relief, trying everything from supplements to meditation, but nothing made a difference until I focused on balancing my blood sugar. It was a simple yet powerful shift that completely changed my experience with menopause. If you're struggling with hot flashes, mood swings, brain fog, or weight gain, I encourage you to take a closer look at how your blood sugar levels might be affecting your symptoms. Small changes can make a huge difference, and menopause doesn't have to feel like an endless struggle.